Your awareness is slowly being moved away from your center, your physical self, outward to encompass the larger framework of other people, other life forces, other dimensions, other world realities, and divinity itself. In this way, you become more than you were before, and more aligned and perfect as well. You see, dear, esteemed, honorable, notable, and noble viewer, when you stop focusing on solely yourself and begin to focus on these larger energies, you move out of your small world and step into a new universal awareness where almost anything is possible. From a reality-creating standpoint, this movement to unlimited possibilities is very, very powerful. Part of this widening of the aperture of your focus, of our reality, is the journey to understanding and adding to, or expanding rather, what we understand as the normal chakra energy system. And in addition to this normal chakra energy system, there exists an extended chakra system. And just think of chakra, if it's not a term you're comfortable with or familiar with, but just think about each chakra as a example or a model of a particular energy, or thoughts, or layers of thoughts, or preoccupations, or your focus. Because we do know that as where our thoughts go, there our energies flow. Our focus, our attention. Our attention is our intention. And so these chakras are just models, if you will. And they have colors associated with them. You know, red, the color red is your root chakra, your survival chakra. Red, you know, you see red. But this extended energy system is also conterminous with humanity's extended awareness as we all evolve to harmonic universe number 2 into the 5th, 6th, and 7th dimensions. This energy system is latent in most people. However, as more people advance spiritually and begin to ascend and raise their vibrations, this extended energy system begins to unlock the golden door to the new earth, the golden age timeline, the golden door that opens into the new earth, the new system. A natural part of the 5th dimension is the next step in the spiritual evolution of the planet. In ancient times, the great masters, as well as many other teachers along the way, were accessing this powerful energy system. In the past, the 5th dimension energies have not been available to all, but only to the chosen few. This energy, originating from the double helix at the center of our galaxy, arrived on December 21st, 2012. And now the time has arrived for others to become aware of these new chakras, this extended energy system, and reap the rewards of accessing this powerful energy in their daily and spiritual lives. The present understanding of the chakra system gives you 7 active and spinning chakras, reaching up the spine from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. The 2-foot chakras, chakra 0, is your earth grounding center and is located at the balls of both feet. I highly recommend walking barefoot, bereft of socks and shoes as much as possible. Even out in nature, getting your feet dirty in the country. Above the crown chakra are 4 more, numbered 8, and then 10 to 12. The ninth chakra is located at the base of your skull, at the back of your head, and the 8 and 1 half chakra is extended about 8 feet out from behind your head, forming a triad between the 8th and 9th chakras. The main purpose of these extended chakras, which have always been a part of the human energy field, is to enable the individual to tune in to his or her inner God self, the divine will, your connection to Source, your guides and angels, and even the galactic community that surrounds and supports the Earth in its evolution. The first chakra group, 0 to 7, the physical chakras, are meant to help you with your development regarding the Earth and the third dimension. They help you to become one with the planet. Then the next 5 chakras, 8 to 12, help you become one with the universe, your cosmic Christ consciousness. Your awareness is slowly being moved away from your center, your physical self, as we discussed at the onset of this video offering. Your physical self, your sense of self, your attention, your physical energies are being expanded outward to encompass the larger framework of the collective. That is what the law of one, unity consciousness, the unified field is all about. Simply just expanding your awareness, your focus to other people, other life forces, other dimensions in a multidimensional reality within the cosmos, other world realities, other planets, other star nations, our star brothers and sisters, and your connection to Source itself, which is the bond of love for all of creation. In this way, you become more than you were before, and more aligned and perfect as well. This extended chakra system aids you in the breaking down of the self within the confines of time and space. To move outward and go where no man has gone before, or woman, into other dimensions and realities, is to come face to face with the idea that the physical earth is just one place of many that you could have or can inhabit. In the vast regions of the universe, you have existences that are just as rooted and meaningful as your present earthbound cohabitation is. There are things that you do in these other realities, just like you do here on Earth. And these things are just as significant as your physical lives. When you begin to glimpse these other realities and see what is happening, a new picture of what is developing begins to take shape. You realize that all your existences are like individual musical instruments in a great orchestra that you are directing and creating. You see yourself as a being that transcends time and the physical body, using your etheric or your universal body instead. Your light body. Each spiritual chakra, besides aiding you in your own energy development and well-being, helps you to touch a particular portion of this vast universe. Each spiritual chakra opens up a corresponding doorway to another portion of the great vastness that is the Creator, the all that is, the infinite prime Creator, the divine grid programmer. During the accessing and opening of the spiritual chakras process, you could become aware of past lives and places that you may begin to access and identify with. You may also begin to remember and utilize spiritual gifts and talents from the past and incorporate that learning into your present life. As in all of nature, there is a natural order to each chakra. The opening of one leads very gently to the opening of the next. Because of this order, these centers will awaken one by one, with each other becoming more alive as another. Higher one begins to spin in harmony and synchronicity with the chakras below. If you were to observe the openings from a perspective of time, there is a pattern to each opening. Generally, the 8th chakra will open first, located in the 4th dimension, with a delay before another expansion occurs. Then, after this delay, in perfect timing, the 8.5 chakra will, if you observe the openings from a perspective of time, there is a pattern to each opening. Generally, the 8th chakra center will open first, located in the 4th dimension, with a delay before another expansion occurs. Then, after this delay, in perfect timing, the 8.5 chakra will guide the 9th to open, and the 10th will show just a glimmer of the activity. At this point, the 8th chakra center will expand more. Then, when the 10th center actually starts to open and spin, the 9th center will experience another expansion, with the 8th center expanding even further. The next level, or octave, will have the 11th center expanding with the 12th center showing just a glimmer of activity. Then, the process continues, bringing the energy down into the other chakra centers, forcing them to spin differently and open up more. Luckily, the newest chakra, the 8.5 chakra, has arrived to filter out this intense energy and protect the body from becoming exposed or from opening up too fast for the lower body system to receive, absorb, and regulate the new vibrations. The 8.5 chakra is filtered by invisible guides and angels. So, as these chakras begin to expand in your awareness and your consciousness, remember, if you're not sure which spiritual centers are active or which chakra or what all this is about, there's always a clear center starting from 8 and going in order up toward 12. In other words, going from the familiar to the not so familiar and gradually assimilating and absorbing this new energy, these new chakra energies that are within the 5th dimension, these triads, essentially, these new triads. And working in this manner, you will feel increasing body resistance as you approach the spiritual chakras that are not yet open. The idea is to avoid opening up a center prematurely, which is difficult to do anyway, but be aware there are several safeguards in place that keep this from happening. Too swift an opening can burn up the brain cells or cause severe mental disorders. But by gently becoming aware of the vibration of these centers, in time you will quickly be able to access the individual's spiritual position, know what is going on in that person's life, and just how to help them. So I believe that there's much more to all this. There's much more detailed information, but I wanted to essentially tie this video offering in with the previous one where it was discussing the triads and the chakra centers in the 5th dimension. And we talked about the first 3 chakras and how they operate differently, or in a more expansive way, rather, than how we previously understood them, as we were simply limited to the 3rd dimension, the physical construct, simulation that we find ourselves in. That was also distorted by the digital matrix, which that is pretty much only available if you want it to be, if you so choose that experience. If you're still working through 3rd dimensional lessons and enamored with all the bright shiny things of the digital matrix and all that, then that's still there for you for the time being. However, the golden door is open for those who wish to access the New Earth Golden Age timeline and take their place within harmonic universe number 2 with dimensions 5, 6, and 7. The golden door is open for you to hit the subscribe button, leave this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned for further video offerings and information disseminations from the Om Bandhan New Earth Ashram for compassion, strength, and 5th dimensional focused living. Namaste, Namaskaram.